Hello, everybody. My name is Alex.
My name's Ben.
My name's Eric.
And welcome to this week's installment of the Immature Hour.
Yay!
Where we all have opinions and nobody gives a fuck.
No one gives a
You slightly
fuck.
tweak that every week, and it
But
gets better and better.
The important thing is the key message, and is that we're all over-opinionated assholes.
Yeah.
That's what really matters.
Don't forget
I mean,
that,
maybe
kids.
you guys.
Oh, whatever. Shut up.
My opinions matter.
My opinions
My
matter.
name's Ben.
Well, I mean,
My videos do the best.
My name's John. I go, it's my way or nothing.
well, I mean, oh fuck. I mean, I would say that there's a difference between opinion and proven fact, and I will say that I just spout proven fact.
Whatever. You go on tangents.
Seeping
Exactly.
That's
facts.
different.
So
Seeping is not the term I would use.
this weekend was very good for announcements as far as games
It
go.
was.
We had a lot of not only announcements, but just we had more trailers for games that came out. We got a lot of stuff this podcast to talk about.
Sure.
So
And unfortunately, it's gonna have to probably be condensed. So
yeah, we're gonna try and like to pile drive through this. I was gonna say steam through this. That's
Too long, didn't listen.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog's amazing.
Yeah, right. So let's start with okay. So the VGAs were what, Friday night,
Friday to Thursday?
Thursday.
well, they're not the VJs; they're just the Game Awards.
The Game Awards, yeah. Some fucking day that ends in Y. That shit happened,
Yeah.
and we had Jeff Keighley having the hugest hard on for Kojima.
Oh, man. That was-
Alex, you didn't watch it, but man, like Jeff Keighley was practically in tears talking
yeah?
about
like 3 times that he almost broke
yeah,
out crying
like almost that sounds about right.
about Kojima.
And like
Of course.
it was really touching. Like I watched it and was like, that's really nice of him. But at the same time, I was like, dude,
You need to calm
shrug
down.
the
you can
shaft.
relax.
Yeah, like you need to
But,
calm the fuck down.
I
dude.
mean, because I understand Kojima went through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Especially with Konami. Fuck Konami.
Fuck Konami.
And
that's the general consensus.
yeah, it's the general consensus. So it was really cool to see Kojima finally like have his moment to accept his award from last year, and to also show off a little bit more of Death Stranding. And when I say show off, I mean make us more and more confused.
Right.
Alex, you watched the trailer for Death Stranding, huh?
I did not.
You did not.
I do not.
Okay, I'm
okay,
gonna,
so it still had baby dolls.
it's
Creepy baby dolls.
Did you see the first trailer?
Yes, with naked Norman Reedus and a baby in a desert.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this time, so it starts off like kind of like the first one did. There's like dead crabs in the
Right.
the gross mud.
It sounds like Jennings.
Then we get our first reveal. How do you pronounce it? Guillermo
El Toro.
Elmo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Thank
That
you.
guy.
That guy shows up with a canister in his hand.
Well, that's really awesome. Well, I want to break off from that. I think it's really awesome that he is in this trailer.
Fucking tangents.
Well, no, because Guillermo del Toro was supposed to help
with
Kojima
PT.
work with
right,
PT.
with PT.
Or not actually,
Silent Hill. Silent Hills,
exactly.
yeah.
So I think it's really cool that Guillermo del Toro is now back on board with not only Norman Reedus but Kojima. So that means
Yeah.
they got the whole team
The whole
back together
crew's back.
to make a separate game. Makes sense because they can't do Silent Hill because Silent Hill is owned by Konami.
That's just
Right.
like the biggest fuck you to Konami. It's just like, I'm still gonna do some shit
We're
with
gonna
him.
go do our own studio
Yeah.
with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah,
You know what? Forget the studio!
Let's get the blackjack and hookers.
God. So Del Toro with the baby. Oh no! It's you see, it's a canister,
It's a
right? It's just a
canister.
canister, and you're like, that's weird. And then he's by this tunnel, and he
Plugs
looks up,
something
and there's
into it.
tanks and like military troopers passing by, but like the tanks have fucking like
Guts.
dead squids or like some guts on top of them, and they're passing through. And then he like turns this knob on the canister, and a fucking like baby wakes up.
There's
and
a
is
fetus
like,
in
yeah,
the-
there's like a fetus
in the
in the canister.
So not a baby, a fetus.
It's a fetus.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Umbilical cord and everything.
the
Alright.
the walls are fucking bleeding black goo.
Oil.
Then
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Then okay, so he goes inside the tunnel.
It's a social commentary on the oil spill.
Yes. Pretty much. I mean, you have the dead crabs,
Right.
The mud that Eric was talking about earlier, I'm thinking is like oil-covered sand. I don't know. Something.
So like he goes in the tunnel, right? And then there is there's like floating baby dolls in the water, and then all of a sudden these military guys start coming out from the blackness in the back of the tunnel. But it's weird, like they're all connected to each other, like they have these weird fucking cords connected to each other.
It's like these strands
And then
that are connected.
There's the fucking main. He looks like a sergeant or something. He's wearing like some fucking Splinter Cell goggles, and
Also
he takes
called
off
night
the
vision
goggles.
goggles?
Yeah, whatever. He takes off. This is a very like on the spot description, but he takes off the goggles, and it's fucking
Mads Mikkelsen?
Mikkelsen. Yeah, Mikkelsen.
Mads. The
Fucking
Mads.
Doctor Strange villain. And he's in it, and his eyes are all fucked up again. Like he has an obsession with like.
It's like you couldn't take off all the makeup from Doctor Strange, so they just said,
they're
"Fuck
like,
it, just
keep
leave it on there."
We'll shoot it like that.
Nice.
And yeah, and that's. Oh yeah, he starts staring at a floating baby in the water,
And the baby twitches?
The baby twitches and screams, and then his
Baby
eyes
doll.
are
Baby
better.
doll.
His
Not-
eyes are
not
better, and
actual
he just
baby.
stares at the screen smiling, and that's it.
Okay.
And you're just to be like, oh okay.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Thank you, Kojima.
Like, I have no I just have so
No
many
clue.
questions, but I am so interested.
And I think that's what makes an excellent trailer.
It's just
It's you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, it's kind of like why Cloverfield, the original Cloverfield, went so viral, because it was like all you knew was you didn't even know the name of the first time they ever showed the trailer for Cloverfield. They never even mentioned the name of the movie. All they said was J.J. Abrams. That's all that it said. It said
that
nothing
and
else.
the date. It was like 118 or
Yes.
8 or something. I was obsessed with that movie when it came out.
Yeah, so it's like to me, like viral. That's a great example of viral marketing, and especially with like that's a very relevant way to market in today's culture too.
So yeah, we had that trailer, and man, I'm really interested to see what Kojima has up his sleeve. I can't wait to see gameplay of that. It's gonna be something.
So I highly appreciate Kojima in the Metal Gear Solid series. I don't understand what the big hard-on is for him. I can appreciate for what he's done, and I can understand and be empathetic for all the shit that he had to go through with Konami. But, like, yes, I'm very interested in Death Stranding because I want to know more. But he's not the Messiah.
He's not. No, he's definitely not. But I will say this. I think I've mentioned it in a couple of podcasts, but I finally got to play. I played Metal Gear Solid 5 and loved it, and I wanted to go
Yes.
back and play Metal Gear Solid 1, and it was my favorite game this year that I played. It was so ahead of its time, and Kojima, and I don't think anyone can deny this. Whether you like his games or not, that dude is a visionary. Like
Oh, yeah.
he has
Absolutely.
these grand ideas, and they don't always hit well for a lot of people, I don't think, because a lot of his stuff is fucking weird.
Yeah.
But he has big dreams, and he goes for them. You know, like he doesn't back down from something. Like once he wants to do something, he goes for it. He has a very cinematic visual style that he likes to achieve. You know, like very long, drawn out cutscenes. He wants it to be very.
He wants the story to get portrayed.
Yes, exactly. And he's always been a big fan of cinema and movies as a genre. So I think he always tries to implement that in the games that he makes, and it shows that they have a quality in them that, like I said, may not always like bode well for people who play them, but you can tell that he definitely puts a lot of love into what he does.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that you can honestly say. It's not like not to say that like companies like Ubisoft. I know I'm going on a tangent. This is normally
God
Alex's
damn it,
job,
Alex.
but I know a lot of companies like EA and Ubisoft, like they get shit on for their games, and it's not because they're bad games, but you can tell they kind of just, for the most part, push them out to kind of make money. And so far from the games that I've played that Kojima has worked on, they never feel like he's just trying to make money off them. It feels like he's trying to tell a story.
And that's a very good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
It's just because I think the reason why people hold him so to such a high degree is because his name's plastered on the games. It's not like Naughty Dog, right?
Right.
Like Uncharted comes out, people are like, oh god, I fucking love Naughty Dog, right? There's no specific name related to Naughty Dog.
Okay.
But with Kojima Studios, it's Kojima. It's Hideo Kojima. Everyone knows him. They know his face. You know, anyone in the gaming community that pays attention to that kind of stuff, they know his face. They know what he works on, and they know what he does. And when you have someone who makes such a quality type of thing, and you can match that thing to a face, I think people automatically they automatically go to that, and they you know.
Sure.
I think there's a lot of hype around him.
like Steve Jobs with Apple or Bill Gates with Windows.
Exactly.
Gabe
If
Newell
you
for
could put a
Valve.
name to the face, I think that definitely will make people. There's more of a appreciation for that person. So I think that's why there's so much praise for him. That's one of the reasons, but it's not unfounded. Like there's definitely good reason for it.
True.
I like how we went into this podcast and we were like, man, Jeff sucked Kojima's dick for 3 minutes, and then we proceeded to suck Kojima's dick for 3 minutes.
You just can't help it, man. It's fucking makes some good stuff.
His little Asian peen is just being sucked like crazy. All right. So we're
Mutually sucked dick just now.
Yeah.
Oh god, I think I've seen a porn like that before. All right, so we're gonna move on to since we're talking about the Game Awards, let's hurry up and just breeze through the winners.
Sure.
So, I figure we could just kind of go through them, and if you have something you want to say about it, you can.
Oh,
So-
do I?
The winner for Game of the Year was Overwatch.
Boo.
Game of the year.
Game of the year was
Holy
Overwatch.
fuck.
Not Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 should have won.
Whoa.
So best studio / game direction was Blizzard
Boo.
for Overwatch.
Wait. Okay, let's talk about that.
No.
What? No. Make it short. But why do you think that happened? Because
It's because a lot of times they vote for things because it's prolifically rememberable. Overwatch is a very highly rememberable game. It's just like any game like Left 4 Dead or fucking Portal. It's almost like a cultural zeitgeist at this point. Like people know exactly what it is. Like it's super relevant at the time. Any game that kind of redefines something or like becomes so hugely popular, like think of League of Legends, just a more relevant version of League of Legends.
Yeah.
It's gonna win things that it shouldn't even win. To be honest, like I can recognize that Overwatch is probably a great game. I wouldn't consider that Game of the Year.
No.
I wouldn't even consider that best studio or game direction. It's a fucking like Team Fortress shooter game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna consider that best studio. I mean, granted, Blizzard is a great gaming studio. They've managed to stay relevant for a very long time, which is very impressive. Not many game studios can say that.
Yeah.
I would say though that I think there are plenty other games that deserve that better.
Yes.
yeah. All right, we'll move on.
All right, best narrative was Uncharted 4.
Yay.
Yay.
Very, very well deserved. I will say I did personally like Oxenfree a lot, and I wish Oxenfree would have won, but Uncharted 4 was definitely a good winning for that one.
Yes.
Best art direction was Inside, very well
Yeah,
deserved.
Yes,
I haven't
well-deserved.
played the full thing, but I did try the demo, and I was like, man, this is a beautiful game.
Yeah. Best music and sound design. This one's weird. They chose Doom.
It should have been.
Doom sound design was awesome.
Yeah.
I liked their music and stuff. I personally still thought Inside sound design was fantastic.
Sure. Okay.
Best performance, Nolan North as Nathan Drake.
And then he went and shit on all of the other voice actors for going on strike.
Did he?
Really?
Yes. Yes.
What did he say?
Just like, yeah, look, it's tough, but suck it up. I mean, like, not so bluntly,
Yeah.
but pretty much. It was great.
That's hilarious.
awesome.
All right, so Games for Impact Award was That Dragon Cancer.
Right, and you were talking about that for last, or not the last podcast.
Yeah,
but the podcast
see, I
before.
haven't played any of the games on this list. I only watched a Let's Play of That Dragon Cancer, and that was a heart-wrenching thing to watch. Like holy shit. Like
then the guy-
if you want to hate yourself and just like cry yourself like to sleep, go watch Let's Play that game.
Then the guy, whenever he accepted the award, he started talking about why he made the game and talking about his son
Exactly,
who
his
died of cancer.
That was the point.
And it was like, oh.
Well, yeah,
Feels.
because in the game, the art style is very, very like rudimentary in a way, but it's all about the message that's portrayed, and the whole point of the game is, if I remember correctly, it's about a kid who has a brain tumor, and the brain tumor, yeah, he's weird, and
Cat's weird.
The brain tumor actually caused him to have a little bit of a mental disability as well,
Okay.
and so basically the whole game was basically that story. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, so enough of depressing kid cancer.
God damn.
Best independent game was Inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Best mobile handheld game, I'll let y'all guess that one.
Pokemon Go.
You are absolutely correct.
Man, I was gonna say fucking Candy Crush.
Candy Crush didn't
That was
come out this
2013.
year. Yeah.
I know.
Dumbass. I
God,
hate you.
trolling.
God.
Best VR game,
Batman.
Res Infinite.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what Res Infinite is. So, best action game. Guess.
Overwatch.
Uncharted.
Doom.
Oh, all right. Doom got a lot of awards this year.
Overwatch
got
was
two.
Overwatch was on that list. Uncharted was not.
Well, fuck me.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Best action adventure game.
Uncharted.
It is on the list, but no, it was actually Dishonored 2.
This year's award winners are weird. I'm just saying.
Well, this is also like I think game awards are very arbitrary in a way because there's so many different people who do different game awards. Like there's the
True.
VGAs, which is the Video Game Awards, hosted by Spike. Then there's this, which is the Game Awards.
Yeah, the game awards.
Best role playing game, which I know Ben has a mouthful to talk about with this.
All right.
I was
Gather around, boys and girls.
Before you get into this,
He's just salty that Dark Souls 3 didn't win.
I'm very salty.
Before you get into this, I was on 9gag yesterday, and somebody had a post, and it was like, "How weird is it that Witcher 3 DLC won Best RPG of the Year?" And I was like, "Did Ben post this?"
But at the same time, that just shows that the fucking DLC for Witcher 3 was better than any game that came out this
All
year.
right.
That's hilarious.
All right, boys and girls. So listen up.
Ben's about to start spitting fire and salt in all directions.
It's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. The Witcher 3 is a fantastic game. It really is. Right now, it's climbing up to be one of my favorite games of all time.
A++ would suck penis again.
Would suck penis, like, deep throat, choke on.
Jesus Christ, this just went into like
A lot of
It's
peen
good.
talk ever since we played Genital Joust.
Well, we haven't uploaded that, Eric.
that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So they can know that they'll just be anticipating the hilarity.
So, The Witcher 3 is fantastic. Yes, it deserves Game of the Year. It deserves any award that can be thrown its way. I love it. It's fantastic. Sure, I might even get a tattoo with you, Alex, whenever you do the rest of the signs.
We're gonna
What
get
if we
some-
all
I'm not gonna
got
get it
like
on my
fucking
hands,
Witcher
but-
symbol tattoos?
Dude.
We're all going to get Witcher symbol tattoos.
do it. I want more. I want all the tattoos.
All the tattoos. However, it's a fucking DLC.
Hey man,
It's okay. How long's the DLC? You played it, Alex.
It was like 30 to 40 hours.
30 to 40 hours. Okay.
that's a huge. That's a
It
game.
is a huge,
That's
it's
a
a
full
game.
game.
You're right. You're right. And so this is going into a
If
gray
it,
area.
if it makes you feel any better, World of Warcraft Legion, which is an expansion, was also on this list.
Okay, that bothers me too. But I knew it wasn't going to win.
Dude, World of Warcraft hasn't been relevant, for years.
Yeah.
Since the South Park episode.
I guess you're right.
So, as far as if this was released as a standalone DLC, like the Uncharted thing that was announced yesterday, then maybe. But since you have to buy The Witcher 3 to be able to play Blood and Wine, no.
I can see the argument. I will say though, in this award, the award has nothing to do. It never says anywhere that it has to be specifically standalone games in any of the awards. It just says the award, like basically the awards are going to what they consider to fit this category and exceed in the category. So technically, DLC does, especially Blood and Wine, does fit in the category of role-playing, for a role-playing game category. And it did exceed in it, so.
Okay, so here's my next question. What was the award called?
It's called the Game Awards,
The Game Awards.
which it
Not
is a
the
game.
DLC Awards.
But it also doesn't exclude DLC. It all it says is
It
game.
really should.
It doesn't say the standalone Game Awards.
I think it should. Dark Souls 3 should have won that.
It doesnn't say the base game awards.
I'm indifferent on it, honestly.
Boo. You're supposed to be on my side, damn it.
I'm on nobody's side.
You're on Kitty's side.
I'm on Team Witcher 3 side.
I'm on Team
Dark Souls
Pussy.
3.
Alex, your cat's so cute.
I know. He's a shithead though.
What a shithead.
All right, so best fighting game: Street Fighter 5.
Woo.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
Fucking move on.
Best family game. Oh god, see if you can guess this one. Best family game.
Witcher 3.
With all the unicorn nudity and stuff.
With all the
Yeah.
unicorn.
That stuffed unicorn. I don't know what.
Pokemon Go.
Family
What?
game?
Yeah.
How is that a family game?
It's not a
How do you
family
play
game.
that with your family?
If it makes you feel any better. Oh wait, never mind. It's Lego Star Wars. All I saw was Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I was like, that's not a family game, but it was Lego Star Wars. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
Best strategy game. That one's easy.
Risk.
No.
Oh.
What?
I mean, Civ 6.
Yeah, you're right.
Tropico 7.
There was no Tropico 7. Shut up.
I don't know. Fucking.
I was actually curious. I was
You're
like, best sports and racing game.
Forza Horizon 3.
And
Correct.
FIFA.
It was Horizon
okay.
3.
Ha.
FIFA 17 was on there.
Oh, okay.
Best multiplayer game. You can guess. that one.
Destiny.
Overwatch.
There you go.
Destiny.
Destiny.
Best esports player.
Fucking
Who the fuck cares?
Some Asian guy.
No, he's actually white. It's Cold Zera.
I was close.
Best esports team. Cloud9. We won't understand any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best esports game.
Overwatch.
Yeah. Fucking Overwatch. This one was really. I thought this was a really interesting category, and I'm actually really surprised that he won it.
I'm surprised too. I already know what you're
Yeah,
going to
Trending
talk about.
gamer.
Yes.
Boogie,
I am
right?
Yeah,
very
Boogie.
surprised that Boogie won. I really thought it was going to be Jack.
I think that's really cool though. I'm glad that they gave the award to a not as relevant YouTuber. I will say that for a trending gamer, even as much as I like Jack, I feel like Lyric probably should have won because Lyric I think is the only live streamer out of all these. And so as a trending gamer, I feel like that he would have a very, very well. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's for a streamer, influencer, media member who has made an important impact on the industry in 2016. To be honest, actually, I think Jacksepticeye probably should have won.
Jack should have won. I love Boogie. I watch his stuff every day. Right? I'm very
Protein Boogie.
protein Boogie because of the struggles that he goes through every day with him being overweight and all his depression and shit like that. However, he doesn't do a lot of gaming, whereas Jacksepticeye does.
Wanna try that again?
Jack. I'm just gonna say Jack.
There you go. Or you can call him Sean, whichever you prefer.
Sean.
That's his real name.
Oh,
Really? His
Holy
real name's
shit!
not Jack.
No, his
my life's a lie.
no. Jack is just a nickname he got when he was younger. His name is Sean.
Is it because he's Irish?
I don't know. I mean, he is
Because
definitely
it's
Irish.
Jack. Hey, Jack.
Yeah,
Whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, he's
All right.
So you can either call him Sean or Jack, whichever you
I'm just
prefer.
call him Jack. Jacksepticeye.
Sean Septiceye doesn't
Sean,
sound
yeah,
as good.
Sean Septic.
I think his name is Sean McLaughlin. McLaughlin.
McLeod.
McLaughlin.
Fuck,
I don't know. Sean McLaughlin. I don't know how to fucking pronounce his last
Whatever.
name.
Anyway, Jack.
Yeah.
So I think Jack should have won. I really do. Just because every day is 2 videos of gaming videos.
And lots of screaming.
Whoa! You're gonna blow our fucking audio out. You need to calm down with that shit.
My bad.
Worth it.
Worth it.
All right. All right. So, best fan creation was Indorall, the Shards of Order, which I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Indorall. Isn't that the Skyrim?
I don't know.
It's
like
something.
player generated DLC type deal?
It's a category for mods and stuff like that. And
if
then the
if that's what I'm thinking of, then yes, it fucking deserves
and then
it.
the most anticipated game award. What do you guess?
Anticipated game?
Most anticipated game.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
What do you guess?
Peanut butter.
Most
Yes.
anticipated game.
Yeah.
Okay. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's gonna win.
Simba, stop being cute as fuck.
Simba, stop it.
All right, so
All right, cool.
that's the Game Awards. So now
All right,
we're going to
cool.
go into a little bit more of a currently relevant thing, which is PSX, or the PlayStation Experience.
Or as I like to call it, PissX.
Pizzex.
You know, it's a really confusing name for it, because there's been a PlayStation emulator you can download for your PC
Yeah,
for years
I
now
know.
called PSX.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
And whenever I saw fucking PSX, whenever I saw PSX or you said PSX, I'm like, oh, you mean the emulator? All right, so the PlayStation Experience started yesterday on Saturday, December 3rd. And it's continuing on today on the 4th. We record our podcast on Sunday and release it on Monday. But today we looked up the schedule and it looks like there's nothing really new being announced. They're going to be just talking about Horizon Zero Dawn today, so we felt like it was important to talk about this. We'll just kind of glance over the things that have been announced. So, number one is they announced a standalone Uncharted game.
Yes.
Which
we
looks great.
Which we actually
Yeah.
mentioned earlier by accident.
Yes.
It's called Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, and it has to do with Chloe. Is her
Chloe.
name?
Yeah, Chloe.
Okay.
From Uncharted 2 and 3.
Oh shit! And that was Nadine.
Yeah, Nadine.
Wait,
from the
whenever
first
I
one.
saw her in the trailer, I was like, that looks like Nadine, but I was trying to remember if she died in the fourth one or not.
I don't know.
No, she didn't
didn't
die.
finish the fourth one
She-
yet.
She didn't die.
Yeah, sure enough,
Sweet.
fucking Nadine. And whenever I saw her, I was like, that looks like fucking Nadine, except she has her hair in a ponytail.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, so Uncharted: Lost Legacy. I think and it's a standalone. It's a standalone. I guess what they call a standalone expansion. It's an expansion of Uncharted 4. Or what
Like-
they're calling a new chapter. I did
Yeah.
air quotes.
Like
you
First
can't see
Light
that.
for Infamous, Second Son.
Yeah.
Where it was
Or
a
a
standalone.
Festival of the Blood for Infamous 2. Like any
Or
of
that,
those.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
standalone stuff. You don't need the game to play it.
Okay.
But it is a DLC that goes alongside the game.
Okay. That's kind of like, I guess, John was playing Dead Rising 2 off the record.
Yeah, which is a
That's a
standalone.
Yeah, it's a standalone, but it's like, in a way, a continuation or expansion.
Right.
So that
See,
kinda
like
thing.
that should have won a Game of the Year award.
See, I feel like that's whatever. That game came out in like 2012. I think that's a very interesting business model to kind of like do like standalone expansions.
Sure.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of weird. It's
That's
a very,
actually, yeah, that's a good question.
it's a very weird thing because I think with a standalone, I think the reason I don't know how I feel about it is because I feel like with the standalone, developers might try to justify that they can charge the full price of a game for it. Whenever, even though it might very well deserve the full price of a game, but it's a continuation of the game. Why sell it as an expansion or a standalone? Why not sell it as the next iteration of the game?
Sure, maybe they feel that it does deserve more than what a standard. How much was Blood and Wine? It was $20.
20 or 25.
Right.
But if you bought the season pass, which was 25, I think 25 or 30, you
got it.
You get both of them.
Both Heart
Which, so
and
you end up
Stone.
saving like $15 to $20 doing that.
Right.
And then if you buy the Game of the Year edition, now I think the Game of the Year edition
comes
is like
with both of them.
$50 and it comes with everything.
All I can think about right now is Godsmack. I stand alone.
Oh my god, I'm embarrassed.
Where the hell are you going with this?
Anyways.
Anyway.
Alright, so-
Anywho.
Another, probably one of the biggest announcements that probably happened was
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Last of Us Part 2.
Yes. Sorry.
That was announced though. Marvel vs. Capcom.
It was announced.
Before we
was.
touch on The Last of Us, I do want to briefly talk a little bit about each game that got announced. So like with the standalone DLC, I thought it was interesting. It was very like what they showed. It was like an 8-minute gameplay clip and very stealth based, and up until like right up until the end when they started fighting and shit and doing some kung fu crap. But and there was some like some lock picking. They had like a little lock picking mini game. It looked pretty neat. Or not mini game, but like a little gameplay mechanic
Segment, yeah.
Yeah. Thought that was pretty interesting. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I've played every single MVC, and third one was okay. Second one's fucking awesome. And And I played a little bit of the first one, but
The third one was released on PS4 yesterday, right?
yeah,
Like, right
they
after the
they got a
announcement.
remastered version for PS4 and PC. The fourth one, I think it caught my eye was that during the gameplay, there's normally 3 characters that you pick when you're fighting in Marvel vs. Capcom. They only had 2. It was like 2 versus 2 instead of the 3. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's just because they only had the 4 characters to show off or whatever. But I thought it was very interesting that it was only 2 characters. What do
Yeah.
you think, Alex?
For I'm not a Marvel vs. Capcom fan really. I was actually listening. I know you're trying to call me out, but I was actually listening. I'm actually good at multitasking, asshole.
BS.
No, to be honest, like I'm not a big fan of Marvel. I'm not a fan of fighting games.
I'm
Like,
not either.
I'm not a
the
huge fan.
last fighting game I actually played.
Soul Calibur.
I did play Soul Calibur 2. That was the only one I played. The only reason I played is because I got the GameCube version with Link in it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Overpowered as shit.
So it was, and I actually got the Xbox version eventually, so I could play Spawn as well.
Okay.
I would say fighting games with an asterisk.
The Smash count?
I did play a lot
Smash
of
counts.
Yeah.
I did play a lot of older Smash Brothers. Like I actually didn't play much of the Brawl. I didn't play much of Brawl or the new one. I played a lot of Melee. Like
Everyone
Isn't-
played
holy
a lot
shit,
of
a
Melee.
lot of Melee.
Isn't Brawl the new one?
No,
No,
Brawl
Brawl
is the
was
Wii
Wii.
one. Wii U one's called Smash Brothers for Wii U. Technically,
Yeah.
it's what it's called.
Oh,
It's
A lot of people
technically the
call it
fourth
Smash
one.
4.
Yeah, it's technically the fourth one.
Okay.
I did play a lot of Melee. There were certain Mortal Kombat games I played a fuck ton of.
Mortal Kombat's good. X is really good.
And then the only newer fighting game I played a lot of was Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 and then Revolution. I played so much of those games. But I think it's more because it's less of a fighting game and more of a Naruto game.
I always
Yeah.
like playing fighting games, but I don't play them for long. Like the only one that I have played for prolonged periods of time was Mortal Kombat X and Smash Brothers, like the newest Smash Bros. I bought Street Fighter 4 or 5, played it for roughly a month, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done. I never touched it again. And they were like, oh, you got all those characters, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And yeah, so I'll probably pick up the new one, or I'll rent it or some shit, but I probably won't play it for long. The Last of Us 2,
Last of Us Part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Part 2.
So,
Which is very interesting name choice.
Yeah, because that's very blatantly, like right here I'm looking at, is Part 2.
Yeah.
yeah. But I think that's a good indicator that, like, it's just a continuation of where we left off. And you can tell, like, obviously it takes place years later. Like, Ellie's a lot older now.
She has a tattoo that she got in the post-apocalyptic world somehow.
Somehow.
Don't be hating.
She went and found a fucking jailhouse tattooer.
Yeah, there you go. Makes sense.
does.
You know, you don't see a whole lot of Joel. You can kind of like
You see his
like
back.
his side like profile or whatever.
See his butt.
I love Joel's ass.
Yeah, right.
Hairy man ass.
The
Oh,
trailer
wow.
was very man, like some of that trailer is really fucking. I think it's just like
It hits you like
so fucking badass. Like just
She's playing the
annihilate
guitar.
everyone and then just time to play a song. Like
right. She's playing the guitar with all these dead bodies around her. And
and
you're like whatever.
fucking blood like dripping down her face as she's singing. Like, man, Uncharted it just has such a. Alex, you really need to
Last
play.
of Us?
Last of Us
You
or
said
Uncharted?
Uncharted.
Did I say Uncharted?
You
Yeah, I
said
did.
Uncharted.
My bad. I didn't fucking wake up. Uncharted. God damn.
Last of
The
Us.
Last of Us. That Naughty Dog game really has a good. I'm not wrong there.
Yeah, no, you're
there.
definitely not wrong there.
They have a good way of just hooking me in.
Yeah.
I mean, like I was telling you earlier, Alex, the first 10 minutes of The Last of Us is, like, if
Play
you
it
don't,
and you'll
if
be
you
hooked.
don't, if you're not interested after that, you are not going to be invested in the rest of it.
To be honest, like I
You're not
did,
invested in the first 10 minutes.
Well-
you won't be invested in the rest of us.
to be honest, like I've kind of accepted like there's some series and games that I kind of missed my opportunity to actually get into them. Metal Gear is a great example of that. Like I missed my opportunity to get into the Metal Gear games a long time ago. And I've kind of accepted that at this point.
I mean, not necessarily.
I tried playing the first one a long time ago, and I just didn't get it. I didn't get it, and
fair.
I think like now I'm so far gone out of it that I've kind of accepted that I don't think I'll ever get into it. So I actually enjoy listening people talk about it, like talk about the lore and stuff, because I'll probably never be able to get into the actual games.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Okay. The next one is a game called Let It Die. It's a new game from Suda51 and Grasshopper Manufacture. I've never heard of either one of these companies. It's free on PlayStation 4 right now.
Oh.
It says that it's basically like a Dark Souls franchise wrapped in a futuristic punk motive.
I'm intrigued. I actually did not see this.
Yeah, it's called Let It Die. I didn't see anything about it either. So next one, which I'm really excited about, which is probably a reason why I will end up getting a PlayStation 4.
Kingdom Hearts?
No, I never played Kingdom Hearts either.
You're killing me here, man.
Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, fucking Metal Gear, games like that, never played them.
Boo.
Crash Bandicoot Remastered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Crash Bandicoot is a major part of my life because that is one of the earliest gaming experiences I can remember in my life. Me and my sister, we used to play a fuck ton of Crash Bandicoot.
Also Naughty Dog, technically.
It is.
No, yeah.
It is Naughty Dog.
Yeah, not
I
technically.
guess it's
It is Naughty Dog.
Well, here's the thing. Naughty Dog originally owned the rights to Crash Bandicoot. After a while, they actually passed the rights over to another company. I don't remember the company's name, but Naughty Dog.
But they acquired them again.
They acquired them again. Okay.
Well, yeah, because you could play. There was a
a little gameplay, like mini game
inside Uncharted 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could play. All right, so they released another trailer for
Can we go back to the part where you've played Uncharted 4, but not The Last of Us?
I didn't play it. I watched.
Okay, you watched it. All right, fair enough.
That's like for games I know I can't play. That's become my way of ingesting them. Is I just watch people play them.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I do that a lot with games like I'm interested in, but I don't think I would be able to spend enough time actually playing myself or invest myself enough into playing it. I'll do that. I'll watch people play it. Anyway, next is there was a trailer for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yay.
Horizon Zero Dawn actually really intrigues me. It reminds me a lot of like if you mixed Ark with Turok and or Far Cry Primal.
Sure, yeah.
Mixed with robots. It's kind of like if you mixed all those things together. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about Horizon Zero Dawn until about like 6 months ago. I watched a few trailers of it. And it actually looks legitimately cool. The only thing that makes me sad is I don't think it's multiplayer. That would be a game I'd want to play multiplayer.
Yeah, it hasn't been announced.
I
for
appreciate
multiplayer
the
yet.
fact that Guerrilla Games is going out of their element with this game.
Yeah.
Just
Remind
doing
me what else they usually
Killzone.
make.
Killzone?
Oh, okay.
the shooters, like standard first-person shooters, to an open-world third-person action adventure. I
Yeah.
love that they're like, let's just do something totally different. That's really cool, and they look like they're doing it really well.
Good. Yeah,
So-
I've always appreciate that. All right, Windjammers, a frisbee flinging Neo Geo game old enough to drink now, is coming to PS4 and PS Vita.
Yay.
I'm reading all this off Polygon, so
Gesundheit.
You all right, bud?
It's there.
I know
It's coming.
Look
went
into the
away.
light.
No, it went away. So Resident Evil 7 demo.
I need to play. They updated the demo. It's like
Yeah.
the midnight. It's like a midnight
I had a
version
couple
now.
of friends that played the VR demo,
I want to play
and
it.
they said, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
Like not even just nope, but like fuck nope.
I heard the it's like the kitchen demo. I think it's called.
I don't know, but
It's-
they legit screamed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because it says right here it's out for PlayStation 4 and PSVR.
I want to play one.
Jody got a Vive.
What?
No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Shout out to Jody for buying a Vive.
Hey,
They're
Jody.
$100 off for Black Friday, and so he bought it
Now they're only $600.
$700.
$700
Even
instead of
better.
$800.
Well, his thing was he wanted to buy one next year. He was actually waiting for them because there was rumors that HTC and Valve were going to announce the Vive 2.0. And he was waiting for them to announce it. He was like, I want to wait until December. If they don't announce a Vive 2.0 by December, I'm going to start saving up to buy the Vive. And he'd also read anywhere that the Vive and the Oculus were not going to be getting any discounts anytime soon. And then on Black Friday, whenever they decided to discount $100 off, he was like, they're discounting $100 off. They haven't announced a Vive 2.0. If I'm going to get it, now's the time to get it.
Yeah.
And so he got it.
Okay.
Has he started playing it yet?
Yes,
Or?
he said it's fucking amazing.
Nice.
Cool.
No, let me tell you his exact words. I was like, so how is it? And quote, revolutionary.
Oh.
Really?
Yes, that was. And let me tell you, I've known Jody for about, how old am I? 25.
Young whippersnappers.
I've known Jody for
27,
12 to 13 years. I've known Jody for a very, very long time, and I don't think I've ever heard him use that word to describe anything ever. Jody doesn't get excited about anything, period. Jody is not an
He's
excited
a pretty
person.
collected person.
He's a pretty like jaded person. It's the best way to put it. He's a skeptic about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I love Jody to death, but he's a skeptic. But he used the term revolutionary, and I don't think I've ever heard him use that term to describe anything. And so that in itself is a testament.
Well, now I'm interested.
Yeah. So next is Knack 2, which, let's be honest, who decided that there needed to be a second
Why?
Knack?
Yeah.
It's like the McRib of games.
The McKnack.
The McNack.
Knack is back. Oh, dude! Speaking of,
No.
I've seen this video before in the past, but there's this video of this like this really large woman, and she's walking through McDonald's, and she trips. She goes, "Oh, I'm McFallen," and it's just hilarious. I'm sorry.
It's okay. What else was announced?
Did it show any footage of Knack 2? Or
Yes,
just,
they
Yeah.
did. They had
Oh,
a trailer for
man.
Yeah,
it.
they did.
It looks like the first one.
We're ill prepared for this because we didn't watch hardly any of these trailers.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We watched Last of Us and Uncharted. Those are the only important ones.
Yeah. And our opinions are important, fuckers.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure.
So
We're that good. We don't have to be prepared.
Yeah, no.
So it looks like that they also they're re-releasing a remastered collection of Wipeout on PlayStation 4.
Woo.
Woo.
Yes, we're also interested.
Side note, you know what I'm really excited for? Bulletstorm during the Game Awards got announced as they're remastering it for like PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Oh, that's really cool. So
Yeah.
that means we can actually record it and not have any fucking issues.
Yeah, because
Woo.
fucking I don't know if you know, Ben, but Bulletstorm was Windows Live. It played
Yeah.
off of Windows Live, and that got shut down. So now, in order to play Bulletstorm on PC, you have to fucking like jerry rig your settings to
Yeah, to download
allow
like
to play
crack
it.
file and shit like
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
So next, they announced that Akuma joins Street Fighter 5.
Woo.
Yeah. Lara Croft Go, which is a Tomb Raider entry into Square Enix's well-executed mobile lineup, comes
Well
to PlayStation
executed.
4. Well executed.
Woo.
I saw that it's already released on PC. I saw it on Steam already.
Oh, okay.
Oh, god damn it. So it looks like that they're going to be re-releasing some older games. They're re-releasing Parappa the Rapper, Loco Roco, and Patapon into PS4.
Loco Roco is really fucking cool. I'm just gonna say.
I want to say that I wish Parappa the Rapper would go and die in a fire.
Wow.
That's how I feel about Sonic. Sonic gets one last shot. Like next year coming up, he's got 2 games coming out. If both of those suck, fucking end it.
Well, to be honest, like it's all down. It was all downhill since Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Like you can't get better than that.
Dude, Sonic 06 is a good game.
Shut
My
up.
favorite is Sonic Boom.
There's a charm to Sonic 06. All right?
Whatever,
I
man.
know. I played
Whatever.
it.
I was saying, Eric's right. You, I mean, not Eric. Fucking Colin. God damn it. He's right. You're a monster.
You need to go to rehab.
You and your fucking obsession with shitty Sonic games.
Man, I had fucking 40 episodes of Sonic 06. I love
That's like 38 episodes too many.
So wait, 2 episodes were worth it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's pushing it.
All right, so PlayStation,
Works for me.
Yakuza 6 and a remade Yakuza Kiwami are on the way to PS4.
There's 5 other ones?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, apparently.
And they also have a Yakuza 0 coming out, too.
Okay, so
Oh.
here's one that I've never heard of. Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony?
No idea what that is.
Some
Some
JRPG?
JRPG? Yeah. Call that.
Now this one's actually really interesting. They are going to. They announced Ni no Kuni 2.
Yay.
Revenant Kingdom, which is also a JRPG, right?
Yes.
I'm not super big into JRPGs. It's very select JRPGs I really like. But when I was working at GameStop at the time, whenever Ni no Kuni originally released, I was
The
working
Blind Witch or something like that, or something
yeah,
Witch.
something like that. And I was working under Shaggy at 6686.
Uh huh.
And he was really big into it, so he would always talk about it. And the art style seemed very, very charming. But that's all I know about it.
Yeah, I just know about the art style. I never actually played it. It looks really nice.
They announced Absolver. It's a multiplayer combat role-playing game coming from Slow Clap and Devolver Digital. Nice. I'm a big Devolver Digital fan. They make really good games.
Neat.
Double Fine and Devolver Digital are two like not as huge.
Double Fine. What did they make?
Fuck.
They made something that I played and it was really good.
Yeah. I would have to.
Who made Bastion?
I didn't play Bastion. Heard it was good though.
That's great.
Double Fine did Psychonauts, Broken Age, Hack and Slash, Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend.
Yeah, those are the big ones. They have a few other ones. And then Devolver actually did Titan Souls.
Oh, Titan Souls was so good.
Dude, it was such a good
God,
game.
I fucking loved playing that.
That last boss, fuck that last boss, dude.
Yeah, that last boss is crazy. If you're at home, you haven't heard or watched Titan Souls, look that up. It's fantastic.
All right,
I still
and
need to buy that.
Yeah, you do.
great. It's great.
I don't want to buy it now just because I played it and beat it over here, but
Yeah. So Starblood Arena. It's for PlayStation VR. They announced an Ace Combat 7. Who's still playing Ace Combat?
Hey man, that's gonna be VR. It's gonna be fantastic in VR. Everyone will lose their lunches.
oh man,
I'm so over Ace Combat.
fighting like jet fighter games aren't really relevant anymore.
Not at all.
They used to be. Once upon a time.
I'm looking at the rest of the releases and it looks like a lot of the rest of the releases are kind of like,
Man.
yeah.
Not worth talking about.
Dreadnought is a new game, it looks like. And then they also have Gravity Rush 2 DLC coming out. And then they have this one I'm actually interested in. Nier Automata.
I've heard about that.
I never played the first one.
I haven't played any of the Niers, but I watched there was a video floating around a while back of a pre-alpha build of one of the boss fights, and it looked fucking awesome. And it's actually going to be multiplayer. So I'm actually intrigued in getting it, even though I haven't played any of the Nier games.
You know why I'm intrigued of getting it?
Why?
Because I saw that they announced a collector's edition for it.
And it
Oh,
has a
that's
steel
Steelbook?
And
book.
it has a steel book. I'm dead serious. Like, and that's what caught my eye. I was like, "Ooh, what the hell is this?" So I looked at it. It came with like the steel book, the statue, and all that stuff. And I was like, "Oh, but fuck! I never played the first one. I'm not gonna get this."
So does that about cover it?
That's it.
That is
Pretty much
it.
is about it.
So we had a lot of announcements this weekend, and we might miss something today just because they might announce something
Horizon.
big. Watch they announce something fucking huge, like out of nowhere, like Gabe Newell shows
Multiplayer
up.
for Horizon
Half-Life
Zero
3,
Dawn.
like exclusive to PlayStation 4.
I highly doubt that.
No,
I
I'm just
highly
kidding.
doubt
I
it.
did,
Especially
yeah.
since Valve has its own fucking platform.
Yeah.
And he hates PlayStation. Gabe Newell. Well, whatever.
You heard it here first. Gabe Newell hates PlayStation.
Oh, no. He came out and he's like, "Fuck PlayStation 3, fuck it," and then he released the orange box on it.
Yeah,
He was like, "I was wrong."
yeah.
Well, that's because apparently the Sony architecture is way harder to develop on
Yeah.
than PC or Microsoft
So
architecture.
the PS3 architecture was. I think the PS4
PS4
one's
is a
more
lot
streamlined.
Yeah.
About damn time.
Yeah.
Because it's that exact reason why a bunch of games never got as many updates because Skyrim didn't get updated nearly as often on PS3 as it did on the other consoles, because it was fucking hard for them to update it. Also, Sony's very, very, they're very weird about certain things. Like, they're very weird about their first-party versus third-party things and, allowing, having third-party access to certain features. Like, it took them up until, a month ago to allow, mods for Skyrim and Fallout 4 to actually
Yeah.
work on PlayStation 4.
And it's not even a lot of mods.
Exactly. Whenever they were allowed on day one on Microsoft, because Microsoft's have at it. That's really things like that. I feel like Sony kind of shoots himself in the foot whenever they do things like that. They're really, really like setting themselves out of the loop.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's going to that's going to put them in a bind in the future.
They're giving themselves a disadvantage.
Like severely. Like I feel like that. Like as much shit as Microsoft gets, especially for the things that they're trying to do, Microsoft, I will give them props in that they're consistently trying to make the best experience for the gamer by, even if that means that they have to revoke rights to things like allowing like companies like Bethesda allow their PC mods to run on it. They go in open arms because they know that's what the gamers and their customers want. And I feel like Sony needs to really learn something about that. They really need to pick up on Microsoft's. Cause, I mean, just the fact that Microsoft was willing to change their whole fucking business model around the Xbox One because that's what the gamers wanted is a huge testament.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's something that Sony needs to work on.
Starting from the announcement of the Xbox One and what they wanted to do to where they are now with backwards compatibility and stuff, like Microsoft made a huge step in the right direction.
You know who Sony should take notes from?
Kojima.
Hello Games.
I think they already.
They should just go silent,
dude.
Just go silent,
dude. To be honest, Sony is partial to blame for the whole Hello Games thing because they're the one that fucking put Hello Games on a pedestal in the first place.
We're going there again.
No, we're not going there again.
We've done it too many times.
We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching, everyone. Tell us what you think in the comments about all the stuff that we talked about today and our shitty descriptions.
What are you guys excited for? Are you guys excited for The Last of Us Part 2 or Uncharted? I am.
Sure, me too.
Sweet. You guys at home, let us know in the comments. Thanks. And why you're excited.
Thanks for listening so much,
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you next week. My name's Eric.
My name's Ben.
And I'm some bitch.
Fucking bitches.
We're Packed House. This is the Immature Hour podcast.
Woo! Fuck John.
That's our new slogan. Just fuck John.
Fuck John.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.